Hello, hi everyone. So in this video, we're going to talk about four different things. The first thing, I'm going to show you the Angular component that I have built in ServiceNow. The second thing, I'm going to talk about the booklet or the book, okay, which you can use as a supporting document to build this application or this Angular component. Third thing, I'm going to give you a demonstration how you can integrate Spotify with ServiceNow. Okay, so this Angular component is going to be about that. Then in the end, you're going to see all the pages of my booklet. Like there will be a 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes of video where you can actually see all different pages, so you can see it on your own pace. Okay, so this book is available for $4 in payhip.com, and you can as well buy for same price, 300 rupees in Pothi.com. Okay, so let's get started. Let me show you the Angular component. So this is my UI page, and what you see here is it's not just a HTML drop down menu. All the information that you see here, like party, chill, summer, gaming, those are music genre that I get from Spotify directly. Okay, I'm getting those information first by integrating Spotify with ServiceNow, pulling those data and putting it into a custom table in ServiceNow, then creating a component which can render this data in a UI page. Okay, that's what you get here. There's a lot of work need to be done, or a lot of concepts need to be understood in order to create this one. Okay, so let me now give you an overview of the book, our booklet, because it's a small one. We have only 48 pages, and the first chapter, as usual, it is going to be concept and theories. Okay, that's what you learn, and this is the most important part. It's crucial because it's like building a house. Before you build a house, you need to have a strong base. Okay, that's the same thing here. You need to have the basic here before you start to build this component. So we're gonna cover something like script include, data source, transform app, all these functionalities that you should know before even you start to read this book. Okay, and we will have a data integration model. This is how we are going to integrate the data in ServiceNow. We're gonna analyze and see how many tables that we need for this application. In our case, we're gonna have just one table. It's going to be very simple. Then we're gonna understand as well what is model view controller. Okay, so you can get general definition if you go out there, but how are you gonna figure things out if you want to fit model view controller in ServiceNow? So that's what you get here. Okay, so you have some diagrams, you have a definition, you have a data rendering process as well. So you can use all this information in order to create the application development workflow. Okay, that's where you can actually see what do you need to do exactly in order to build this component. Okay, from the beginning to the end. Then we have the Spotify integration. That's the second chapter. Here again, you have some explanation. Okay, we do the integration first by understanding what is OAuth 2 authorization code grant flow. So you need to understand the protocol. You have the authorization grant flow, and also a conversation in between two different environments, so you can better understand the authorization code grant flow. Okay, so now after that, you have all the baby steps, so you can just go through and do your integration, which means you have to prepare your environment in Spotify side and as well in ServiceNow side, and then finally test your integration. So you're going to click on test and then see if you get your profile information or any other information that you want. Okay, the third thing is the data integration. Okay, if you have already used to my tutorial, my videos or my previous book, the first thing I talk about the data integration model, how we are going to bring the data in some series, for example COVID-19 or cryptocurrency. So we're going to use this pretty much the same model here. So we have a specific process to import the data. So we have the script include, transform app, data source, all these kind of functionalities that you're going to use in order to bring the data from Spotify and put it into a custom table. That's what are you going to do in the third chapter. And in the last chapter is data rendering. Okay, in this chapter, the first thing, you have to be sure that you know what is model view controller. Okay, that's the most important thing. Then you have to see how this is going to be it's a good fit. It is fitting in ServiceNow. Okay, so and then you will learn you will create some script include, UI script, UI page, public page. Okay, all this kind of thing, and finally you will get the result, which is the component that I show that you saw in the beginning. Okay, so if you're interested, type interested, let me know or DM me. I will give you more information about the book before you make a decision to purchase this one. Okay, so let's do the demonstration now. Let me show you how we can integrate Spotify in ServiceNow, and then you have all your time to see the booklet. Thank you. Okay, so let's do our integration now. Let's integrate Spotify with ServiceNow. So the first thing that you have to do is to go to spotify.com and then create an account. Okay, so once you have done that, go to your developer.spotify.com, and in there you can create your app. So I've got two applications here, but you can create only one. For example, Spotify ServiceNow integration. So you can get the client ID and then the client secret. So all you need to do is to click on create an app here, and then make sure that in your settings, click on edit settings, that you have the redirect URL. So you have to put the your instance URL plus this one, OAuth_redirect.to. Okay, that's all you need to do here. Once you have done with this part, you can go to ServiceNow and then look for system OAuth under application registry, create a new for example, this one, connect to a third-party OAuth provider. So you have to create an OAuth provider. So I've got already one, so I'm going to show you what I have here. So Spotify OAuth. So you can put here the client ID, the client secret, authorization URL, token URL, and redirect URL. All this information, you have it in my booklet, and as well you have it in the website, Spotify website. Okay, so make sure as well that you have all the scopes. So under the tab OAuth entity scopes, so you have to put all the scopes that you need. There are around, I don't know, around 30 scopes, different scopes, and you have to put all of them if you want to access different information, such as what is a playlist and what is private. It's something you can have a private playlist and something like this. Okay, so you got so many things, so make sure that you have all your scopes. So if you want to build a big application, then also make sure you go to OAuth entity profile, and you have Spotify OAuth default profile. This is automatically created when you create this application here, and click on that and make sure that you have all the scopes here. Okay, that's also important. Once you have done with that, you can go to your application, okay, here, and the first thing, you create the REST message. So I've got here my REST message. I've got already my refresh token. So I'm gonna just click on get OAuth token just to show you. It's gonna pop up a window, and then I'm gonna get the token here. You can see I've got the token here. Okay, so if you're doing for the first time, you're not going to you're going to have actually a page where you have to approve. Okay, that's the only thing that you don't see here. The authentication type, it's OAuth 2.0. Profile is the one that we saw before, and here I have all my methods. Okay, so you don't need to have all, but it's good to have. Okay, so I put all of them. And if I go here, get current user profile, so this one, it is actually going to get my profile information. Okay, so now we are going to test our integration. I'm going to click on test and see what's going to happen. And you can see here I've got the status code, which is 200, which means this is successful. And I've got my first name and last name. I've got a URL here, and also my ID, some other information as well. Okay, so let me just copy this one and show you that is going to actually point to my profile. So I'm going to go here, paste here, and see what's gonna happen. And you can see here it is opening me my profile, my Spotify profile here. That's it. This is how you can do the integration, Spotify integration in ServiceNow. Hope you like it. Share it, and if you want more information, just ping me, and I will be glad to share more information to you before you make any decision to purchase. Thank you for watching. Bye.